Sup peeps, Crypto Enigma here, welcome back to the channel baby, yeah. That's right ladies and gentlemen, no, your eyes do not deceive you. What you are looking at is the new barrier glitch that I recently discovered for the Duskveil boss fight, and in this video, I will be showing you how to cheese Duskveil using this very glitch. Now, there is a lot of information to cover here, so this video will be broken up into 3 parts. First, I'll be showing you what this cheese method looks like and how you'll be defeating Duskveil using this barrier glitch. Then I'll be showing you how to actually perform the glitch. And finally, I will go over the stats and equipment that I recommend you use for this fight. Let's get it. And so, with the glitch active, you'll want to make your way up to the arena and engage Duskveil. Now, I'm going to explain what I believe is the best way to defeat his first phase, but you will want to remember these steps because they will also be the best way to attack him during his second phase. And so, run up to him until he reacts to you and then wait for him to launch himself towards you. While he's stunned, use either Mad Tiger or Wandering White to deal some heavy damage, then immediately immobilize him and attack either of his legs with your staff spin. While he's immobilized, recharge your spirit and your focus as much as you can, and as soon as immobilized runs out, hit him with your thrust attack, which is probably the best way to hit him considering his hitboxes because you almost never miss a thrust attack. And that is the process that you're going to repeat for the entirety of this fight, including his second phase. So use your staff spin until you recharge your spirit and then use it as soon as it's available. Continue attacking his legs with your staff spin until you charge your thrust attack to either level 2 or 3, then immediately strike him. And it's as simple as that. So the basic strategy here is to attack him by alternating between your spirit and your thrust attack, which you'll have to continuously recharge by using your staff spin. Remember to use Immobilize again as soon as it's available to recharge your spirit and your focus, then immediately use both attacks as soon as they're available. Now, normally, as soon as you defeat his first phase, you'll trigger a cutscene. However, with this glitch active, he will still transform, but for whatever reason, you will completely skip over the cutscene, as you can see. Also, you're going to notice that the reddish tint that is normally present in the atmosphere during his second phase is no longer there, making it much easier for you to see. And so, once he enters his second phase, immediately make your way to the door, then run out of the arena. And as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, with this glitch active, the barrier that normally prevents you from exiting the arena is no longer there. So once you're safely outside of the arena, there are a number of things you can do. First off, it's possible to stand outside of the doorway and attack him with either your thrust attack or your pillar attack. However, in doing this, you have to be careful and your attacks have to be timed correctly because, as you know, Duskveil here has an arsenal of long-ranged attacks that he can very easily hit you with when you're standing by the door. Furthermore, as I already said, there are many long-ranged attacks that you can still be damaged by, so the safest place to stand out here is directly behind these rocks. As you can see, those red wave attacks nearly hit me, but they were unable to reach me down here, so obviously use this to your advantage. As I said, he's very aggressive, so the best way to get close to him is by using Cloud Step outside of the arena, then running up to him and performing the same strategy from his first phase. So immobilize him and use the staff spin to recharge your spirit and your focus as much as possible, then deal whatever attacks you can before running back outside of the arena. Now, as you can imagine, doing this until he's dead will require a lot of mana, so I do recommend having the turtle tier in your gourd. And that's basically it. Just repeat this process until he's dead. Again, use Cloud Step, immobilize him, charge your spirit and focus, then use whatever attacks are available before running back out. Every time you run in, try to time it after he's done attacking, because otherwise you may run in while he's in the middle of a combo, which will interrupt your attacks as you will be forced to dodge. As you can see, I have already depleted my entire gourd, and I did mention that this strategy would require a lot of mana, so that is my reason for doing so. However, doing this is not ideal, and this actually brings me to a few points I need to make. First of all, you just saw that he nullified my immobilize, so try to prevent that from happening, and also use your transformation as much as possible throughout the fight. However, since all you are doing is running in to attack him then running back out, really think about how to do that and maybe try to incorporate Cloud Step into your strategy a little bit better than I did here. Try to be more patient than I was and maybe use your pillar and thrust attack a few more times before using Cloud Step. Or maybe even try to think of a better attack strategy than I was able to think of here. Because in trying to rush through this boss fight, I was being very careless and this ended up being a very sloppy run. I ran out of mana too quickly, I began taking far too much damage, and as you can see, at this point all I can do is raw dog this without the help of any spells, which is absolutely no problem for me. However, this is why I mentioned that you really should practice fighting him normally first before even attempting to do this glitch, because you may still have to fight him normally, as you can see. Again, all this glitch does is provide you with a safe space during the moments that you're not attacking him. However, you still have to be good enough to attack him, unfortunately. So again, with this glitch active, use the environment to your advantage as best as you can. So as I said, the only thing I can do at this point is run in there and kill him, and so that's what I'm gonna do as soon as my transformation is done charging. Perfect example of why you need to be careful when standing here. And that was that, ladies and gentlemen, the Duskveil cheese. Now, this is how you perform the glitch. All you have to do is equip your Ashen Slumber transformation, then make your way to the arena and stand right under the doorway. Then simply use your transformation. If you are pushed into the arena and you immediately trigger the fight, then this will mean that the glitch did not work. So kill yourself and do it again. What you basically need to do in order for this cheese to work is transform, while you're standing directly on what I like to call the cheese spot. Now, in order to find the cheese spot, all you simply have to do is transform while you're standing under the doorway. If you are then pushed into the arena and you trigger the fight, then simply kill yourself and repeat that same process. However, every time you retry this, be sure to stand a little bit further behind where you previously stood, and then gradually continue moving further back as you continue doing this. Be sure to pay attention to your surroundings, look at the background, and really take note of everything that's around you and where you're standing as you gradually continue moving further back. So repeat this process every time you respawn, and you're going to have to be patient because this may take you a while. However, I promise you this absolutely works. This was recorded after that recent update that added all these new modes, the new gauntlet mode. So I promise you that at some point you are going to see this. As you continue transforming, dying, and backing up, eventually you are going to stand on the cheese spot. And upon transforming, you are going to notice that you were actually pushed slightly into the arena without triggering the fight. And obviously, if you are able to freely move around inside of the arena without triggering the fight, then congratulations, you have successfully triggered the glitch. Another thing you can do in order to determine where the cheese spot is to use the shadow of the door frame that you see on the floor here as a point of reference. As you can see here, I am intentionally placing my back foot right on the edge of the shadow, which I'm kind of using as a marker in order to remember where I was standing. So again, once you find the spot, begin to slowly walk further into the arena, and you should be able to freely move inside without triggering the fight. However, you are still not done with the glitch, because if you were to de-transform right now, the barrier will reappear. And so you have to perform these next steps in order to keep the glitch active. Now, once you're inside, walk closer to Duskveil in order to trigger the fight, and then purposely allow yourself to take damage from the projectiles that he'll throw at you. Then immediately run outside of the arena and then de-transform while you're standing outside. Next, begin making your way down the stairs and access the shrine for about 5 seconds. If you perform these steps correctly, then you should now be able to freely run in and out of the arena completely as you please. However, in order to confirm that, simply get yourself killed. Then once you respawn, run back up to the arena, and as I said, you should still be able to freely move in and out of the arena as you please, and you should also be able to freely move around inside of the arena without triggering the fight. Finally, As far as stats and equipment go, you can just go ahead and copy what I have here. In fact, your stats aren't too important. Just go with whatever you're most comfortable with. But the most important thing is to max out your staff spin and of course have your pillar and your thrust stance. You also want to max out immobilize, and you can ignore cloud step and also strand. However, for your transformation, you do want to max out these abilities here. For your equipment, I recommend using the Spider Celestial Staff if you're on your first playthrough. For your vessel, use the Wind Tamer. For your spirit, use either Mad Tiger or Wandering White. And for your armor, you'll want to go with the full golden armor set. For your curios, you'll want to go with the cat eye beads, the amber prayer beads, and the white seashell waist chain. And finally, go with whatever Gordon medicines of your choice. But that was that, ladies and gentlemen. Damn, if you made it to the end of this video, I absolutely appreciate you and I cannot stress that enough. But for what it's worth, thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. And if you happen to enjoy this video, then you may enjoy some of my other content as well. So do feel free to check that out if you so wish to. But again, thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. And I love you, baby.